truck.
1 hour later.
I'm broke down on the side of a highway. Yep. Alright, so we're on the way now to get a truck. It's a 1989 F350 four-door long bed dually. It's got a 460 in it. I've been looking for OBS. This is a brick nose, so right before the OBS. But I've been looking for a OBS F350 four-door long bed dually for about roughly 6 months. And I've shown up with cash in hand to buy, I think, 3 of them now, and it's just crazy how much has happened, though. I mean, situations where they don't have the title, or their buddy has the title, and then their daughter, she actually is the one that's got it in her safe, but she's out of town, or get there, and I went and bought to buy a different one, and it was ratty, but it was cheap, and went to buy it, and then they couldn't find the title, and they wanted to have me buy the truck and then come back and get the title, and I was like, no way. And then the one that we're going to now, we actually drove to last week, and it wouldn't start. So we drove all the way back, and now I brought tools because it's rust-free, and there's only one dent in it, but some mechanic at some point had tried to repair wiring, and it's just like twisted together and the wires are all messed up, so I'm just gonna fix it and get it cheaper. We got about an hour and a half left before we get there to the truck, and you'll see it. It's pretty nice. It's red, of all things. I don't want a red truck, but they are crazy expensive right now. For some reason, I've seen the OBS ones I wanted, so 90s ones, and a guy wants 15 grand for his, and it needs repainted, and it's got 370,000 miles, and it's the diesel, but it's still 15 grand. I was like, that's how much this Edge we're in, Sport with twin turbos, cost. I was like, man, I'm not paying that for a truck that's older than me. So, but we found this one, good deal. It's almost 2,000 even. It's under 2,500 bucks. So definitely in my price range, and I wanted a cheaper one. I know some of you guys are like, you bought that Godzilla crate engine. Yeah, I know, but I want a truck that's a beater, but not a beater. I want it to be nice. So I don't know. If you know, you know. But I want the older one, and it's easier to fix, easier for me to maintain, and I'm not going to be pulling houses and just car trailers, and it'll work perfect for me. 4 doors for more passengers. So yeah, definitely be able to road trip in it. But all right, well, we'll get to the truck, and then I'll talk a little more about my future plans for it, because I got so many ideas that I think are good. So all right, back to the road. Truck shut off. I think it ran out of gas or something, I don't know. But now we're stuck on the side of the road, and it won't start. It's barely turning over. These connections are pretty much junk. I mean, they're loose. I didn't bring too much tools. So yeah. Yep. So it broke. We're 30 miles from home. It was a 110-mile journey. It was supposed to be. And it started to run super crappy. Started to just was dying out. So I was like, oh man, I was like, this is about to shut off. So the fuel gauge doesn't work at all, but I filled it up and it wouldn't even take, I think both tanks took like half a gallon and it wouldn't take any more gas. So I was like, all right. So, but that was way back in Alabama when we bought it. And so I switched tanks and then it still ran like crap and then it shut off. And it will not start. It was barely crank over, and I checked the terminals and the wiring is pretty much crap, but the batteries had 12.8 volts. We put Lauren's on it or her car on it to charge it just to help it start. I tightened the terminals and got it to start. The truck started and it started running like crap. Put it in gear and it would instantly die, and now the engine won't even turn over. Turn the key and it does nothing. So, and the headlights don't work, the wipers don't work, the turn signals don't work, and what else? That's about it right now. But, so now we're stuck here waiting on a tow truck to haul this thing. But on the bright side, the interior, I mean, you can see the seats. This thing's pretty nice. It says it's got 96,000 miles, but this thing doesn't have the 6 digits, so it could be 196. But it's rust free. The truck is rust free, and underneath of it is extremely clean, and the interior, I mean, there's sand and dirt in it now, but like the seats are nice, the headliner's nice. Do I think it could be 96? Maybe, but I don't really care. So this is pretty much how it goes though, with everything I do or try to do. It all breaks every time. So, but I guess you get what you pay for. I looked for a cheaper truck, so I'm not paying an arm and a leg to get going, haul cars, and well, now I'm broke on the side of the road and have to pay for a tow truck. But yep. But even with that tow truck price, this truck was still like a sixth, or maybe not a sixth, but whatever, 6 divided by 2. Okay, so it's a third of the price of what the next closest one was. The next closest one was like $6,500, and it also had like 400,000 miles and was beat up, dented. It looked like someone had just, every time there was a hailstorm, they'd bring their truck out so it'd get damaged. That's what it looked like. Or some crazy ex-girlfriend beat it with a hammer down the whole thing, backing up. But yeah, so I mean, this is the best deal I could find anywhere, but it's still broke. But that's all right. We'll get it home and fix it. So that whole found on road dead for Ford and all this stuff about pushing Fords, I've heard it from everyone. And guess what? I'm on the side of the road in another Ford, and I didn't wear tennis shoes. I got my boots on. So I can't even push this thing that well. We had to push it though. I was like, oh, there's a cop. They're pulling us over. Okay, we gotta talk to them. Still waiting on the tow truck. We've been sitting here for like an hour and a half. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's pretty much how it goes. We were gonna push the truck with the police's car's push bar, but he goes, oh, it'll fall off. So we're gonna call a bigger police car with a real push bar and push the F350 into the gas station. And then he called his boss and we just decided to wait. So that would have been epic though. Pushing my truck with a police car. What? That would have been sick. So, but should only have like 10 more minutes to wait for this. That might be it. I don't know. But they said an hour and it's been about an hour 10. So give or take 20 minutes or so. It should be here soon. And we can get the truck home so I can fix it. Yep. It's home. Taking arrival of my brand new to me F350.
trailer.
Alright, so this is like the 5th time me shooting this. I'm just shooting it with car noise now. I live on the busiest road ever. Like, you're about to just hear a million cars. Anyway, here they come. We got the F350 home last night. We could have fixed it on the side of the road, but there's a lot of things I didn't know what the problem was. At first I thought it could be out of gas, and then I put gas in it, and then it still wouldn't run. So I think it has a clogged fuel filter. That was why it was like sputtered, and then when you put a load on it or just let it idle, it dies. But then the electrical, I think the battery cables, they're sketchy. It would turn the starter over slowly, and I think the starter is also old, but now the starter doesn't work at all. So it fried the starter there too, and that was it. We're done. So we got it towed. It was only $200 for an F350, which is not bad. So I know it added to the price. We're gonna fix all the mild stuff and get it as reliable as you can. So I ordered welding wire for the battery cable, real thick stuff, and I'm making it as dependable as I can. But once we get this thing back up on the road as it should, it's going to just overall make everything easier for me, pulling trailers and hauling parts and everything around town. So it'll be way better than my Lightning. My Lightning's also just dead. It's like a bunch of stuff broke. The brakes, it blew a head gasket, by the way. It just drinks coolant now. As soon as you start it up, it just smokes. So it's got a bunch, and I shouldn't be using that Lightning, an actual SVT Lightning. It's not a fake. I should not be using that as a tow truck, because if I crawl underneath something, then I sit in those Lightning seats, and that's not going to be easy to fix. So this truck here is going to be my workhorse. You can see for now, it's going to be like this for years. Yep, busiest street. You will not get 30 seconds without a car driving by. But I'm going to move. So I'm in the middle of nowhere, where I thought it was so sketchy where this truck was. I didn't hear a single car when we were out in the... I don't even know what you want to call that. It was middle. It wasn't even woods, man. It was scary. But I was going to get eaten by like a southern chupacabra weasel or something, it was weird. Yeah, dude, this is it. It's pretty sweet. It's got new tires on the front. This thing, dude, it's pretty sweet. It's got a 460, but it's got an exhaust leak, and every time you let up, it's like, it's just this backfire is so loud. People were glaring at me and stuff because you let up and it just, you can hear it just screaming underneath you. I was like, this thing's gonna light on fire, man. Like while I'm driving it. Alrighty, that's about it. So see ya. So I've read you guys' comments, and I'm working on getting more videos out. I'm gonna shoot for around like 2 a month. I know I usually do 1 and then sometimes months without. So I'm shooting for 2 a month this year, and I know you guys want to see more about the Godzilla because there's a lot of comments about it. And I want to upgrade it. The only thing is, it is my actual daily driver now, so to start messing with it and take it apart is, I don't want to do something that puts it down for longer than I think. But now that I got this truck, we can use it and free up time for the Godzilla and upgrade it later on. But like I said, I'm gonna try to get them out. It is difficult things, and I know you guys all know, unexpected stuff happens and things take longer or more stuff breaks, parts get back ordered, all that. It's pretty much all actually happened. So I've got a lot of irons in the fire, whatever it is you call it now. So I'm trying to get a couple projects going, so when one's done, I'm moving on another, trying to get stuff out. You definitely expect this year to see more videos, minimum once a month, minimum. I'm not gonna go months without doing stuff now. So that's it. Like, stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoy the next videos, and thanks everyone for all the support and, you know, following along and all the good comments. Those always help and boost us. You know, thanks again everyone, and hope you enjoy.
I'll see you guys next time.